is what we want. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday night, time for what? Saturday night for me, time for a boogie. I don't boogie. No, I'm an old man, mate. I'm an old man with a wet keeper. This is called a keeper, right? This is a kippot. There are many names you call it. A couple. I call it keeper, right? The yidlid, right? Why is it wet? You may want to know. I'm going to tell you exactly why it's wet. It is wet because I was just making a cup of tea. However, it's Passover, so I don't have my regular cup. I had a paper cup, which I'd used before. But look, gave it a flick. Seemed pretty sturdy. Had my tea ready to go. Filled it up, then I felt the cup. I'm like, that's bloody hot. I don't know if I can pick that up and carry it to my desk. So you know what? I had an idea. Use the keeper, mate. Use the keeper. Grab it with that from the top to the bottom. I actually now should have grabbed it from the bottom. However, I grabbed it, right, and I was carrying it. It was good. I'd reached maximum velocity. I mean, I got, I was in a escape velocity arc. I was like Thunderbirds, like pulling up a stranded miner. It was working. I was having yes. Okay, then. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, the structural integrity of the cup started to crumble. And it basically collapsed in itself, burning my bloody hand. So I don't have a cup of tea. Got my water, not my regular water bottle, though, right? I've been again, Passover, baby. Passover's everything, man. It's everywhere. It's crazy. Tomorrow is Passover, it is Easter, and it's Ramadan, right? We'd say the trifecta, right? The trifecta. Now, I'm going to explain to you how I remain optimistic in these very dark times. Because we are in very dark times. Like the rumors I just got from Doctor Who. Oh, dear. I don't know if it's true. I don't know I don't know what to believe, mate. All right? But I will be sharing them with you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I was compelled to change the thumbnail, right? I realized this one because the rain news kind of dropped on like just before Sabbath, right? So I wasn't my head really wasn't in it. Let me put some my candy 1 second. So I just kept on with the idea that I was going with that. I can't remember that was what I opened up. Doink. Okay. Here we go. Lots of Jinkx, mate. Lots of Jinkx going on. Because it's a matter of concern. That is just annoying. Really? You were a naughty computer. Here we go. Let's try that again. Yes, here we go. Fine. So here's the original version of tonight's thumbnail. Right, so and I changed this. I came out of Sabbath. I thought I got to change. The rain news was just it's like it was too huge for my brain to really conceive of. Right, it was like what, how? Right, so we are in dark times, ladies and gentlemen. Dark times, right? It's it's like Kathleen Kennedy clearly can never be fired. Right, Kathleen Kennedy clearly got felt up way too many times in the 70s and the 80s, and has dirt on freaking everyone. Right, Me Too happened, and so did Kathleen Kennedy. She's never going away, and she hates you, and she wants Star Wars to be this piece of shit. Right, it's dark days, ladies and gentlemen. It is dark days. However, I remain optimistic. How? How is that possible? Well, it's because of the time that we're in, right? The times that we're in. First, let me pull up some more. Let me pull up some. What else? Yeah, I'll show you what else I got going on. Where's that thing? I got it's over here. I think I got to go doink. Because I have a Rumble exclusive. Well, it's not really a Rumble exclusive, but it's kind of cool. And it's only on Rumble, right? I mean, it's premiering on Rumble. Here we go. There we go. Right. This thing is premiering on Rumble every day as a live stream, but it's not a live stream. It's a pre-recorded live stream. This is my rabbi's go-to thing, right? It was his like number one thing the 48 Ways to Wisdom, Rabbi Noah Weinberg. So the 48 Ways to Wisdom is we're in this 48-day period called the Omer, where it is good to try and grow each day. So I figured, so I did this series a couple of years ago, right? I did another one last year. Man, that was a nightmare. This time last year, I was in personal hell. Let me tell you, I came downstairs after Passover, right? We had guests here. I mean, after like the first days of Passover, and it's that's when my computer died, and it was like, oh, that was like, and I wanted to get that series filmed, so I worked out a way. I used my laptop, and I got things. I said I'm not gonna let it stop me. Right, so I did. But this is 48 Ways of Wisdom. Basically, there's this the first was it codexes of Jewish law is called the Mishnah. Right, it was essentially what happened was the Bible was given in installments, bit by bit, over the 40 years that the Jews were in the desert. Right, and then nothing predicting the future. And then, but the Bible's like the written, thing that to like check back to. But there's also a massive oral law of what things are. Like the like tefillin, for example. There's this thing called in the Bible. It says you should bind them as a sign on your arm and between your eyes. It doesn't really describe what they are at all. The oral law describes that, and that's supposed to be taught from father to son, from mother to daughter, from generation to generation. That was done that way for about, I don't know, about 1,000 years, maybe something like that. And then there were so many of the rabbis being killed that that first a disagreement on what the actual law was arose. So that the book was the Mishnah. It was like a shorthand thing. So a cool bit of the Mishnah, most of it is like excruciating, right? I'm not exaggerating. Most of it is genuinely excruciating. But a cool bit of it is the what's it going to get? Is this thing called Ethics of Our Fathers. There's a tractate called Ethics of Our Fathers, where basically the some of the greatest thinkers of all time were given like 3 sentences to recall something important, right? And so that's what that is. So this is one of those things. 48 Ways to Wisdom, and each of them is one word. And then so that my Rabbi Noah Weinberg, expounds these one words. And look, what you don't have to be religious to do any of this shit. It's actually genuinely life changing, right? It really does help you. But so yeah, I started that yesterday. They're about 10 minutes long each. Today's one was what's today's one? I guess it would be that one. Yeah, listen effectively. Yeah. Then tomorrow we're going to be getting a little whizzy will. Say it out loud. Yes, speaking things out. The a little preview. This is actually why having this channel is good for me, right? The way one gets to know something, the best way to learn something is to teach it over, to speak it out, right? That's why basically that's what tomorrow's way goes. Anyway, that's dropping every day on Rumble. Right? I mean, you can find it on my YouTube channel as well. But go to Rumble, baby. Rumble's awesome. Hit like, share, subscribe. That's always good advice. That is always excellent advice. Anyway, we are in dark times, ladies and gentlemen. We are in dark times. Here's my thoughts on this. Yeah, make no mistake. Doctor Who may be going pear-shaped, right? If the rumors I heard are anywhere near true, but I have no idea of the veracity of them. They seem reasonably likely, right? Look, honestly, I find trans thing to be, trans acceptance much easier than drag acceptance. And I'll explain why. Because while I think trans is being used to destabilize our youth, and it's a lot of people who are coming out may not 100%. I really worry about the boys getting transgender surgery, because if you're a prepubescent boy getting transgender surgery, that means you're never ever gonna come. You're never ever gonna have an orgasm. You're never gonna ejaculate, right? And like, that's really heavy. Okay, that's a really terrible thing to do to anyone, right? So that really worries me, right? That really genuinely, like, absolutely disturbs me. However, I can hear... Look, I can hear the argument that it is a sexual identity, and I don't know. I mean, it is, whether I like it or not. That's what they screamed the world into being, right? Here, let me get this Twitter clip. Let me find it. I actually use my bookmarks. Look at me. Hang on. Right. Oh man, this is insane. Yeah, let me download it. Twitter video downloader. Yeah, I mean, look, all the news, as I said, is bad, right? On every front. Like Indiana Jones trailer. Oh my god, I haven't seen the Ahsoka Tano trailer yet. We'll get a live reaction. I haven't really. Yeah, right. But what, you're going to get my live reaction, right? I mean, like, I know Ray's back doing essentially Luke Skywalker's job, right? It's like, I just don't get it. I mean, I do get it. It's like Kathleen Kennedy can't be fired, and it's what she wants to do, right? That's not that complicated, all things considered. That's really not that complicated. But just like the ability to burn all this money, which inevitably is what it's going to be. Look, I mean, Rusty Davis, I wish him the best, and I hope Doctor Who's going to be good. But if he's going to use, as I said, I find drag much more of a problem, because I think drag is something actively being used to groom children, right? As that's something I can point to. I'm in the middle of making a video about it, right? And I don't mean it in any form of disrespect, but I really don't. I mean, but I can't show it on YouTube, right? But I don't think children should be wearing highly sexualized makeup and wearing heels. I don't think that's right. I think that's wrong. I don't think that's makes me hateful. Anyway, this is how the trans thing by just bullying, right? This is bullying. So this was posted by who is it? It was posted by the guy called David Lilmas, who I don't know who he is. TPUSA College Field Representative, Turning Point USA, right? But I noticed it because it was reposted by Sharon Davis. I remember Sharon Davis from the 80s and 90s. She was like a big swimmer. She was always on Blue Peter. I like Sharon Davis, right? And I'm like, it's like seeing Sebastian Coe the other day talking about the trans thing as well. I was like, oh man, Sebastian Coe, that's pretty darn cool. So she wrote, this is really getting out of control. Well, I'll show you the clip in a minute. Please watch and you decide who is out of control. This was a swimmer talking about the right to a fair sport, who was made to give her trophy up to a 6'4" male in women's NCAAs. This is what Sharon Davis says, not me. College race. I honestly think the world is going mad, and those in authority, particularly America, are watching Rome burn. So let's have a look at this clip. Let's see what Sharon was talking about.
This way. Yeah, you fucking trans bitch. I fucking see it. It's just me. I'm good. I'm trust me. You got me. I'm good.
This is insane. Well, like, which ones? Who are the bullies here?
I'm coming. I'm good. I'm good. Trust me. I'm good. Go ahead.
And it's like this is a trans woman, so somebody with a penis, with, straight enough, trans women who are unquestionably women. I'm not going to argue with you, YouTube. Always very violent, aren't they? It seems like they're very angry about something. What a human being. Listen to these animals.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Trans rights are human rights!
This is the only way this insanity has happened. Because if you speak against it, this is what happens to you. People don't have to deal with it. Equally, however, Russell, mate, I have to tell you, The drag thing ain't going to fly. Look, parents are not going to sacrifice their children en masse to this. It's just not going to happen, right? They won't say anything, but they're not going to watch and they're not going to participate. The drag thing actually is more of a problem than the trans thing, right? It genuinely is. Because it's openly being used to sexualize children, to groom children. I don't say that's what all drag is, obviously, right? I'm saying that, and I'm not saying all drag artists are paedophile. I'm not saying that either, right? I'm saying certainly it's a Trojan horse thing in my estimation. Look, I understand this woman, and YouTube very strongly believes trans women are women, and saying anything other is wrong. I understand they all very fervently believe that, but I think this is some form of madness, right? I think this is some form of madness.
Bye, bitch! Bye, bitch! You're dressed like a communist. Fuck you! Fuck you!
I mean, these people are just awful. Do you see how gloating they are?
Trans women are women! 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 Trans women are women!
And these are the victims. I just want to be clear. According to YouTube, undoubtedly, these would be the victims.
Trans women are women! Trans women!
If trans women are women, why do they never look like women? Of course they do. Of course they do. That was just, I don't know, brain fart. I spoke the truth for a second. Not the truth, obviously.
Trans women are women! Trans women are women!
It's like watching the Hitler Youth. I'm sorry. Like, this is like watching Crystal Knock, mate. Except, the Nazis were in way better shape. I mean, really, genuinely, way better shape. Right? So we're living in dark times. Let's not underplay that. They just announced a Tilly series for Star Trek run by Alex Kurtzman. The Indiana Jones trailer looks like shit. Star Wars is becoming an arsewipe from hell that you couldn't give a shit about. And it's basically you're watching them fuck the dead corpse of a beloved elderly relative. So Doctor Who, we had so much hope for. I still am optimistic, and I'll tell you how I remain optimistic. I'm optimistic for all of them. I'm going to tell you how. Now, on the upside, I've been right about using this method a lot. On the downside, it's fucking crazy. Okay? But why I'm so optimistic about the genre when it is in shit. It's in the shit, like in the shit. And again, these rumors for Doctor Who, if they're true, I don't think it's something that's going to work. I don't think it's something I'm going to watch. I'll watch it to review it. I don't think it's something that's going to work, right? Essentially, again, I think, the trans thing is this. Trans people exist within society, and I don't wish anybody ill, right? I genuinely don't wish anybody ill. And as long as it somewhat reflects the society, it's entertaining. Okay, but the drag thing, no. Most people don't know a drag queen, right? Or drag queens are no. I mean, I understand you have them at reading to children. And you want to really normalize them, right? But at the same time, I don't like drag. To me, seems to be a highly sexualized, erotic entertainment form. That used to be a bit of fun and is now being used to eroticized children, right? So factually, right, I again, when you're putting makeup and heels on a kid, that is wrong. I'm sorry, in a highly sexualized manner, right? When you're putting makeup and heels on a kid to do a highly sexualized performance art, yes, I think that's wrong. I think most parents think it's wrong. I think most parents won't put up with it. I don't think they'll say shit, but I think they won't put up with it. So things are genuinely bleak. Now, add to that, in the world in general, everything's getting darker. This trans thing. I mean, like you just saw the bullying going on. I can't again. There was a guy. I haven't read the story yet, right? Who's just been convicted of murder for defending himself against a BLM Antifa riot, right? Like it's like the opposite of the Carl Rittenhouse. We're living in. I mean, like, you know, the indictment of Trump, the counter indictments coming from the Republicans. They you know, Sue's. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Lizzo, the Tilly series, like what? These are very dark times, right? So, you know, the centrality of my worldview and the centrality of Jewish thought is this. It's something I think that transcends religion, that you can reword to match your most people's belief system, right? I think we are all one. I think reality is one. I think we are all interconnected, and I think we are all part of one organism, right? My belief system is that organism, it's kind of like the Force. It surrounds us, binds us, holds the galaxy together. And I believe that's a loving entity that created us as a act of altruism, you know, to allow one to grow and become a better person, right? That is the ultimate gift of life. That's the point of life, right? That's my worldview. Now, I understand it's a bit wacky, but as I understand traditional Judaism, but you know, our central prayer is this thing called Shema. We go Shema Yisrael. You go Shema means here, Yisrael, Jew, you. You do Hashem. Now, Hashem is the loving name of God, right? Different names of God. You know, like Eskimos have lots of different names for snow. We have lots of names for gods, right? So Hashem is the loving name of God, and then we go Elokeinu, and that's Elokeinu is the judgmental, the judgment oriented name of God. So it's showing you the duality of God, right? And then you say Hashem, again, the loving nature of God, Echad, is one, right? Because again, we are all, again, this is going to tie to Doctor Who. Relax. I understand it's esoteric. I'm trying to give over my genuine worldview about why I remain insanely optimistic, mate. Insanely optimistic. So because of that, in Judaism, we have this expression called Gam Salatova. This is also for the good, right? Because if there is an infinite, all-loving entity, intimately connected to everything, intimately interconnecting everything, right? Everything that happens to us is for our own personal good, personal growth, right? So, that's like a general thing, but that's not specifically what I'm talking about here at all. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about here at all. I believe this is the end of days, right? I think God's fucked off. Quite frankly, I think God is fucked off, right? I think he is disgusted beyond disgusted. I've said many times, if the Rusty Davis, It's a Sin, one of his best things. My favorite thing of his is a Very British Scandal, but It's a Sin, fantastic piece of work, right? Absolutely fantastic piece of work. Many things in it were indeed sins, right? So many of those that the religious people are absolutely guilty of. I cannot deny that, right? I was trying to explain to my a couple of my kids gave me a hard time the other day because they accidentally outed somebody, right? And I was really shocked. I was like, "Whoa, really?" Right? But I've realized. And then I asked another one of my kids who, isn't so in the loop with everything. I said, "Oh yeah," so I figured everybody knows. Okay, leave me alone. And it's not somebody in my orbit, right? But they're giving me a hard time about not telling. I'm like, who do you think I'm going to tell? here's the thing. I try to say, listen, I try to live my life by Judaism, but we call it Torah, right? And they did, and they're like, what's that now? So basically, it's like this. I think not being shitty to other people and giving a damn about other people and worrying and caring about other people is 99.999999999% of the time the right thing to do. Okay, that's genuinely what I think. What God wants, right? What God wants us to do, and if you take that on, your life gets happier and it gets better, right? Like one of my kids is like really not in a good place, and I don't want to like get involved because they're an adult, right? And anybody, I don't want to come over like I'm lecturing, but they're just miserable, and they're miserable because they're not doing that, right? If you be a good person, basically you're happy, right? That's it. And like you're frustrated often, right? You got to watch the TV show Derek, right? It's on Netflix. Ricky Gervais. It's really the central message. Be a good person. Oh, Peter Capaldi's last line. Always try and be good. Often you fail. Yeah, we're all humans, but never fail to be kind, right? That is what I think is the essence of religion, or the essence of my take on Judaism. Right, on what I believe God wants, right? So I think God's fucked off, right? And I think this is the end of days, right? It seems to be going that way. Look, tomorrow is Easter, it's Passover, it's Ramadan. Oh yeah, to add to this, right? Oh my God, it's on Friday. My younger son gets called up to the army. It was like he was supposed to have a week off, right? Because as soon as Ramadan starts, there's always actions like rockets start coming from the north, coming from Gaza, right? Like every year, and then they never do anything, right? They never do anything about it. But I'm thinking, like, we might be waving goodbye to, and like, next time we'll see him is on the news in Damascus, right? So I'm like, fuck me, what's going to happen? Things are going to start, and also. They all just went to the beach that day. Okay, my son and my younger son and his girlfriend, my older son and his girlfriend, who just stayed for Sabbath, was very nice, and my two daughters, both single, both available, looking for nice Jewish men. I said, one was not the best place right now. The other one just really gets laid. Anyway, well, they went to the beach, so they took a picture, like they're on the beach all together, and it's like the beginning of a movie. Where they go, and we didn't know what would happen next when the darkening came, right? So that's what it feels like, right? It feels like hopefully he's coming back tomorrow, but he was doing some bullshit for Sabbath. I don't know what it was. Oh my God! And then that's another story. But anyway, so I think this is the end of days, mate. I think this is the end of days, right? And I think things have to get almost infinitely dark before anything can happen. I don't know what touching bottom is, right? I know we're falling and things are getting worse and worse and worse. I know the dollar's about to collapse. I know, the banking system's about to collapse. I know there's, this war in Ukraine and Russia's having its arse handed to it. And it's basically just got nukes now, right? It's like, it's not good, right? Nothing is good. You got this, evil cunt running England. I think that's a fair political commentary. An evil cunt, and opposed by a feckless cunt. So it's basically. It's what flavor of pussy that you want, mate. I don't know what to tell you. They're all bad. Everything's bad, right? There's in every way, everything's getting worse, which is what we're going to be looking at tonight. We're going to be looking at the Indiana Jones trailer. It's all bad, okay? Nothing is good. Picard was mediocre this week, and again, we had good Picard. Okay, now we're back to the Tilly fucking adventures. I mean, but anyway. Here's why I'm optimistic, right? I'm trying to explain the darkness that we're in. But here's why I'm optimistic. Because I believe the darkness is always before the dawn, right? I mean, that's really where I believe the darkness is always before the dawn. And the darker it gets, the closer to the dawn we are, right? And I don't know what touching bottom is, but man, we got to be close. We got to be close. Tomorrow, as I said, is Easter. It's Ramadan. It's Passover. Maybe God wants to terrify everybody and pack out the churches, the mosques, and the synagogues. Maybe that's what will happen. And look, if anything like that does happen, right? Don't let your personal disbelief stop you going to church. The one thing that most clergy are good at is hope in dark times, right? And a feeling of togetherness and community, right? They live for that. That's what I recommend. Is that going to happen? I don't know. Hopefully, I said my son's coming home tomorrow, but that's why I'm optimistic. So we're going to look at the darkness tonight. Yeah, again, a central focus of Judaism. It was expressed in Doctor Who, the Deadly Assassin, right? How did Tom Baker survive the Matrix? Because he saw through it. I deny this reality, right? This is how we're going to be looking at these things. Now, in Doctor Who, I don't know what to tell you if these rumors are true, but we don't know they're true. And here's the thing. That also ties in my worldview. If we're in the darkness, right, the deep darkness, and the Satan, right, what you call Satan, has control, has dominion, which I believe it does, right? The major tool of Satan is illusion. It's essentially low-key, right? It's essentially low-key to make you scared, to think it's all over, to think it's hopeless, to think there's no reason to fight, right? That is the major central tool. Again, this is just part of my worldview. If you're Christian, you probably agree with me, right? The major central tool of Satan, the Satan, is illusion, right? Making you think that it's hopeless. And that why do the servants of Satan remove the dislike button, the number on this? So you can, again, I agree with Crowder completely. So you can't see you're in the majority, right? Which we are. We are in the massive majority. Wow, that's why they have to scream, and they scream so damn hard, right? That's why they scream so hard. It's here. Do you want to see some more of this weird stuff? Here. I mean, these people are just pure evil. And again, I'm just a believer in like the dominion of evil can't last forever, right? I that's really where I am, right? That's really where I am. And yeah, the interesting thing is this: it doesn't matter if you're gay or straight, which side you like. So many straight people. I mean, like JT, are just apoplectic, right? And so many straight people are just trying to be like trying to make themselves feel like they're good people without actually being good people. Yeah, here this comes. It's like it's so much easier just to be a good person, right? It's like it's so much freaking easier. Like, oh my god, they're in the process of hunting a new rabbi for my synagogue, which is I don't know. I don't know what they're going to tell about the old one. But it seemed to me the most people want a rabbi so they can feel like they're religious without actually being religious, right? So it's like, oh, look, we have a rabbi. I mean, just being religious is so much easier and cheaper. Fine, we'll look at this clip. And then we will get to the chat. But again, these are literally the worst people in reality. I want to tell you, it's like if you shouldn't be on the side of these people. They are bad, right? They are very bad. Once again, if you're on Rumble, please subscribe or at least hit the like button. That'd be very nice. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Doink. Present video file. There we go.
How old are you?
Loser ex-nurse. You don't have a job as a nurse anymore.
My 3-year-old has.
I mean, what an evil person! Like, what all gloating is it? Like, what? I mean, I understand an inward gloat, but fuck me. What an evil person.
Loser ex-nurse. You're the loser ex-nurse. You're the loser ex-nurse.
I think you're the loser, darling, in this one.
Have you ever heard?
Look who couldn't keep her job because she doesn't know anything about science.
Look at this poor kid being sacrificed on the temple here with these insane parents.
Sterilizes them.
I know. It really does damage.
She's an
It does
idiot.
damage.
Like, what are they going to do to that boy? Fuck me, I'm scared.
Look up the studies.
She does.
That's
Nobody
not true.
cares about what a loser ex-nurse has to say. Yeah, nobody cares what a loser ex-nurse has to say.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, like, Jesus. Like, this is the worst. This is the worst people in creation.
Say
Until they're 25.
you're a loser ex-nurse. You're a loser ex-nurse.
Yeah. Why is
You
that?
lost your job.
Is that not a reasonable position?
Like, why would you record yourself doing this? That's insane.
You're a loser
She's just
ex-nurse.
saying wait a little bit so you don't regret it.
Loser ex-nurse. Loser ex-nurse. No, you don't. Loser ex-nurse. Loser ex-nurse.
She's just saying, why don't you wait till you're like, you know, 18, like, no, cut that boy's dick off. He'll be thankful forever.
You became a loser ex-nurse. Loser ex-nurse. Your vaccination. Loser ex-nurse. Loser ex-nurse. Loser ex-nurse. Loser ex-nurse. Loser ex-nurse.
I mean, how long does it go on for? Fuck off. I can't do much more of this.
Nurse. Loser ex-nurse. Loser ex. No, she's loser ex-nurse.
I mean, can you imagine how actually miserable these people must be? I mean, to be this disgusting, this hateful, you've got to be just a miserable person. I feel sorry for everybody in this, because here's the thing. Being shittiness begats shittiness, okay? You know, everything like this person was shitty because something shitty happened to them, because something shitty happened to the person who did it, because they were all shitty to each other. You know, we just be nice to each other. Oh, that's crazy.
Loser ex-nurse. Loser ex-nurse.
No to the children. That's all. You can do what.
I mean, like, it's not. I don't think she came out the winner of that confrontation. Dark times. But I believe in God. It's a more simplistic way of saying it. I believe in God, right? I think God's fucked off by this, right? I think God is going to come and kick some balls, right? Be they male or female. And I don't think there'll be anybody in here tonight in the chat. Let's get to the chat. Jordan Lee, Star Wars is a joke. Actually, I was listening to a video from your boy Zach saying exactly that. That, like, he literally had tears of laughter going over what Star Wars is doing, like how stupid this is, right? It is insanely stupid, right? Insanely stupid. So Jordan Lee is here, Darren Emmons here, PD Rich is here, Saul Shymack is here. How you doing? Thank you for your indulgence. Yeah, thank you for your indulgence. Good afternoon, Hug pays a Cushman's mail. You know all the lingo, baby, right? Okay, that's Hug Samir. That Hug is holiday. Samir is happy, right? But you get Hug Pesa, so the festival of Passover, not just Samir, but also Kasher. Oh, they should be kosher. Man. You know, that's a very high level greeting. Thank you, Saul. Thank you for that. Good Star Trek. This is what we want. Yes, we want good fucking Star Trek, right? And again, Picard wasn't bad, but man, it was a bit of a filler one, right? It's kind of an annoying one. Mark is here. Is that Mark the Vicar, or is he just out? You know, having boogie tonight, not vicaring. Captain Crash Course here. How you doing, Captain Crash Course? Let me go. Bobby D 75. Jenny R says, forces female, baby. Yeah. Fuck me. It's like it again. I deny this reality. I deny, and I do really, right? I do. I think it's all about the birth, mate. Hopefully tomorrow. Let me see what's going on. In Getting's here. The screaming. I know. Well, that'll be me though. Man, it just jumped. Wow. Okay, there we go. The screaming. I know. Also, must be talking about the the screaming at the trans people. No real firm plans. Okay, 1 second. I thought we were talking about Star Wars there. Matthew Pounder is here. Is that an Oompa Loompa? Probably. You just want to start kicking the shit out of people when you realize that, one, they're not worth it, and two, if you do, just be you'll just be as bad as they are. That's true. That's why I would like, some kind of like godly intervention, frankly, and just burn this cancer we have in the world away, right? And of course, I'm not wishing personal violence on anyone. If God wants to turn up and let everyone know what's what. Well, I won't. Shouldn't tear at that. Demarpin, the rainbow head guy, near her fighting off, and are we banned this existential crisis? Yeah, he kind of is, isn't he? Philip Bogart is here. How you doing, Philip Bogart? Thank you for joining us. And getting the weird thing is these hateful liberals things I think they're righteous virtues. No, that's it exactly. Look, the people who burnt people at the stakes thought they were the righteous, virtuous ones as well. Fine. Where shall we start then? Shall we start with... Okay, let's start with something that I'm reasonably optimistic about. Let's start with the Ahsoka Tano trailer, right? Right, then we'll go to Indiana Jones, fuck me. Maybe we'll do Blue Beetle. Okay, we got a lot of suck to get to tonight. Although, again, if this is part of the Favreauverse, I'm quite happy with this. So I hate to tell you, mostly didn't hate this week's episode of Mando. I mean, the bits of Mando I was kind of happy with.
Something's coming. Something dark.
This feels like it's in the 3D studio thing. It already feels small.
I sense it.
This is a new beginning. For some.
Fuck me. Okay. What the fuck is that? What? What? Let's go back.
This is a new beginning.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay, we have a Mandalorian, a stunning embrace. What do you reckon? This is Amiga. Think this is Amiga? Could be. I don't know.
For some, war.
Oh God, another stunning and brave woman. Fuck off! Are they trying to tell you that women aren't shit? Because if they're saying that, I think they think women are shit.
For others, power.
Yeah, this looks shit.
It's been a while. Things have changed. I started hearing whispers.
Wait. How can that be Mom? This is set. That's a Mom Mothra from whatever. It's so boring. I can't remember the name. Andor. Anybody else we know from there? No, it's just so diverse. Oh, diversity.
I started hearing whispers about Thrawn's return.
Yeah, I want to back Thrawn.
As heir to the Empire. We have to prepare for the worst. The Jedi...
I'm so not watching this shit. This is shit!
Fell a long time ago. There aren't many left. There aren't many left. The Jedi fell a long time ago. There aren't many left.
this looks shit.
Perhaps it is time to begin again.
Like, who do you think is going to watch this? Fuck me. All right, let's have a look at. We got to look at this in more detail. What the hell? I mean, I haven't even got to the terrible news. Ahsoka TV series. Is this a Favreau series? This is shit. I am a bit flabbergasted. So developed by Favreau and Filoni. Hayden Christensen there? Is that what? Oh fuck off. Also they got flashbacks. Or maybe a false ghost or something. I don't know. This looks like Boba Fett level shit. Fuck me. Natasha Liu as Sabine Wren? That's Sabine Wren? Wait. That was who was dating Obi-Wan Kenobi. A young Mandalorian warrior and graffiti artist, Imperial Academy dropout, and former bounty hunter with expert... Oh, gosh, she's the best as ever! Watched Rebels to prepare for her role. Okay. Anakin Skywalker, fine. Eamon Asrandi as Ezra Bridger, former con artist and thief who was taken in by the late Canis Juris and trained to be a Jedi before fleeing the galaxy with Thrawn and Pluglo. Okay. Ivana Humpalot is Ivana Sakho by Shin Haiti, Balin's apprentice, who is a dark force user, wields a lightsaber, and is ordered by Balin to go after Ahsoka. Mary Elizabeth Winston as Hera Cinder, the Twi'lek New Republic general, who is a pilot to a ship Ghost. Hera had a son, Jaden, with the... I don't give a shit! Ray Stevenson, that's Ray Stevenson as Balin's Skull, a former Jedi who survived Order 66 by fleeing to the unknown regions, who was a Sith master to Shin, an ally to Thrawn. Genevieve O'Reilly is Mon Mothma. How is she still Mon Mothma? I don't understand. Chancellor of the New Republic, Lars Mikkelsen as General Thrawn. Okay. God. Yeah, I have a lot less. Fuck off! Holy shit, that's bad. Oh, listen, it's not as bad as having your cotton balls cut off and replaced with a pouch to simulate sex as a woman. I mean, it's not as bad as that, but I mean, to a child. Otherwise, David Hammond, got to love his steak. It really doesn't look great. It looks like shit. It really does look like shit, mate. Oh my god. Now, the last trailer for Indiana Jones looked quite good, right? Looked quite good. They dulled back Phoebe Waller-Bridge a lot. And in the end, they made Indy look like the hero. So, okay, he hates his life. Okay, great.
I'm retiring.
Well, in that case, what are we drinking?
Same for the goddaughter.
Dad told me you found something. On a train during the war. A dial that could change the course of history.
Why are you chasing the thing that drove your father crazy? Don't move.
We need to get out of here.
I mean, like, I understand they all like Phoebe Waller-Bridge in Hollywood, but fuck me, she's not that great. You got to understand that.
Stop! Sorry,
Helena.
Okay, so far she's the hero of this trailer.
Dr. Jones, get him.
Oh, finally, Indy's showing up.
Hitler made mistakes, and with this, I will correct them all.
You stole it.
Then you stole it.
And then I stole it. It's called capitalism.
Oh, fuck off! Yeah, I mean, will you fuck off with this faux socialism bullshit? You are so far from liking... Fuck off!
This way!
She's in basically every fucking scene.
Fasten your seatbelt. There might be some turbulence.
You've taken your chances, made your mistakes, and now a final triumph.
Indy! Give him hell, Indiana Jones!
A few times in my life, I've seen things. I've been tortured with voodoo. Been shot 9 times, including once by your father.
Sorry!
But I've been looking for this all my life.
Do you think they're still going to replace Indiana Jones with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, or do you think they got the message? Who the fuck knows? We're living in the Twilight Zone, mate. Okay, man. Okay, let's start looking at some of the news. Holy shit! I mean, that Ahsoka trailer looked like a piece of shit. Oh. Again, I deny this reality. I believe this is a darkness. This is a darkness conjured by Satan himself. And I actually fucking do, right? A darkness conjured by Satan himself to make us think things are hopeless. We must deny the reality until it's on screen. Until Doctor Who appears and is shit, right? Is like, platforming, grooming shit. I will say I'm hopeful it's not. All right. Oh, no, listen, I start seeing some trailers and it looks like platforming, grooming shit. I'll say it then. Right. But right now, there's room to say no. Kathleen Kennedy spins new narrative of Star Wars. Quality is always everything. Well, why do you make shit then? Lucasfilm announces new Star Wars film focused on Disney Rey. Appears she will continue to completely supplant Luke Skywalker's story. I mean, okay. Who wants to see anything made to you by these 3 people? Like, who the fuck are they? Like really, who wants to see anything brought to you by these 3 people? I mean, a bunch of chicks, yeah, right? I mean, I don't even know who's making this movie. Is that the director? Fuck off. Oh, fuck off. This is gonna be. I mean, this is gonna tank so hard. I mean, who do you think is gonna make this? Watch this. Is it going to the cinemas or Disney Plus? Lucasfilm confirmed its longtime Star Wars fans that the company is creatively bankrupt, as the company recently announced that they will be making a new Star Wars film focused on Disney's Daisy Ridley's Rey. Like, why do they think she's popular in any way? Look at Dave Filoni, you dick. You better be getting your dick sucked every night for doing this shit, mate. Right? Fine. The new film will be directed by Shamin Obid Chinoy, and according to an official blog, will feature Daisy Ridley back as Rey as she builds a new Jedi Order. I mean, the thing Luke Skywalker was supposed to do. Who the fuck is Daily Allbud shit? Okay, let's look at her genre chops. You know, I bet she's done lots of genre work before, right? I bet she's like way more than Rachel Talali, right? Lots of genre stuff. Let's have a look, shall we? Shamin, okay, let's look at her IMDb. Oh, she won Oscars. Okay, Wikipedia. She's clearly the darling of Hollywood. Is a Pakistani journalist, filmmaker, and activist known for working. Let's look at her the movies she's made, shall we? What brought her to Star Wars? Lots of directories, right? Lots of documentaries. Terror's children. Reinventing the Taliban. Women of the Holy Kingdom. I mean, come on. Really? Highway of Tears. City of Guilt. Guilt. The new apartheid. Assimilation. No. Integration. Yes. Like, okay, like all of these are like political documentaries. She's done the Afghanistan Unveiled episode of Dispatches. Well, that's good. Iraq, The Lost Generation. What the fuck? Journey of 1,000 Miles. Peacekeepers. Yeah. So okay, we're up to 2015. She hasn't done anything that's not a documentary yet. Women with Gloria Steinem. Pakistan on the front lines. Women, ladies first. Look with Love. DOC World. Episode Armed and what's DOC World? God. Fuck me. Climate change. Student athlete. Okay. She's done fucking nothing. Oh no, she did Miss Marvel. She's done 2 episodes of Miss Marvel. Fuck me. You gotta be shitting me. This is okay. No problem. I'll sit back and watch The Rise of Skywalker again, mate. I mean, I'm not going to watch it, but I'm going to watch the humiliating. You're not going to be able to pass us off. But again, I deny this reality. This is the darkness before the dawn, right? I mean, like, really, and if it's not, I will roast the shit out of this. This is content forever, and this is going to fail so hard. I mean, really, this is going to fail. Oh my god. Where are we up to? Kennedy M revealed that Star Wars will head into the future with a new feature set 15 years after the Skywalker saga. Charmin Obed Chinoy will tell the story of rebuilding the Jedi Order and the powers that rise to tear it down. Fuck off. The director then delighted fans, no she didn't, by welcoming Daisy Ridley to the stage, confirming that she will be reprising the role as Rey in the upcoming movie. So she's the Jedi Master. And the one who literally knew nothing about the Force, right? And had like... Okay, 1 second. Do we have a clip of that? Let's grab the clip of this. Let me download that. Hang on, we'll go share screen. Woo! Yay! Oh, it's Daisy Ridley. I'm like, do you think she's hot? Because she's not.
I am so thrilled to be.
I'm so thrilled.
At Celebration with all of you in London. Thank you, Kathy, Charmaine, for having me back. I'm very thrilled to be continuing this journey.
Yeah, you sound ecstatic. You sound like you're gonna just rub one out. Yeah, you sound like you're so up for that. Fuck off. It looks like you want to put a gun in your mouth. What they have, an AI of you eating a baby. Where are we up to? Reprising a role, the beloved role was Rey in the upcoming movie. Rey, the most boring Kathleen Kennedy insert ever. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy spoke with IGN following the film's announcement and provided some more details about how the film came about. Can I just say that if I'm right and the apocalypse does come, right, and we're spared this, it's okay, right? I'm right about that, right? Yes. Oh, Dr. Alex is here. Rather than spending your money on Rey, head over to Audible, right, and get yourself a copy of season 13 or season 12, and hear Peter Capaldi read it on his channel, along with a lot of other things. But yes, it's insane. Yeah, thanks for page. Gotta go now. Exactly, says Darren. We're 15 years out of the Rise of Skywalker, so we're kind of post-war, post-First Order, and the Jedi are in disarray. Well, of course they are. If cunts like you are running them, right, or surrogate cunts like Daisy fucking Ridley, of course they're in this fucking array. I've seen you run everything Instagram. I've seen you run a Lucasfilm. How do you think that's going to... Yeah, that's exactly how the new Jedi Order is going to work out, right? Exactly like how you've run Lucasfilm. Not especially well, okay? Not especially well. Oh! Fuck me. Okay, yeah, well, okay. There's a lot of discussion around who are the Jedi and what they're doing and where they are in the galaxy. So Baby Yoda will be in it, obviously. And she's attempting to rebuild the Jedi Order based on the books, based on what she promised Luke. Luke didn't teach her shit. She tickled her with a fucking little affair there again. Oh, the Force is shit. Fuck off. Luke didn't teach her shit, okay? He hated the Jedi because you wrote it because you're an idiot cunt who doesn't know what you're fucking doing. Oh, look, here's Jack Black and fucking Lizzo. Maybe I'll put my fist up my ass. That'll still be more fucking enjoyable. So that's where we're going. Fuck, you're going. I like to say you're going to bankruptcy, but nothing bankruptcy is cunts. I mean, like, yeah, let's just waste another 100 minutes. I mean, who was it? Again, your boy Zach's video. He said your first Deadpool movie was made for $75 million and made $750 million. Now they're spending $800 million to make an Ant-Man movie and gaslighting themselves that that if you don't count in the reshoots, they made a profit, which they didn't, right? So Ray will be already down knocking back the green milk. Yeah, from the titty. No, she'll be stunning and brave. You didn't see the Ahsoka Tano trailer, mate. Fuck me. Kenny was then asked by IGN's Alex Stedman, are you out your fucking mind? No, he said, you mentioned Luke, and I think he almost seemed to be a cautionary tale in the recent trilogy. Will we see that play out with Ray at all? He said, no! Ray's going to be fucking amazeballs. Oh, I want to rub my button. I was thinking about Ray. I don't know if we'll spend a lot of time in flashbacks or Force Ghosts or things like that. No, I'll only take a shit on things. That's what we'll do. But certainly the spirit he represents to her is going to be significant. Okay. Later in an interview, Kennedy claimed the film had been in the work for multiple years. As for Charmin, we've been working on that for a couple of years already. Fucking hell. I look at this, like what, the sexless, least hot woman ever. I'm back. I know I look like a brat doll with a head too big for my body, but I'm stunning and brave and the best at everything. Fuck off. Oh, look, is John Boyega coming back? No, he decided not to have a shit on him. Disney shit on him again. Really? The Matson confirms that Charmin was working on a film that would feature Disney sequel trilogy characters. Deadline Justin Hall reported back in October, yes, that David Lynch was co-writing the film and on which he had been tapped to direct. However, before Kroll made these claims, Richard Rushford at the Angler back in March 22 said he was Lindelof was off the movie. Yes, I heard that as well. Right, so I also heard they're making it by focus group. They basically want to do Rey, Baby Yoda, Chewbacca, and a new character, I think. Right? The Hollywood Reporter Boris Kit would elaborate that Kroll's initial claims to reveal that Lindelof was writing a film with Justin Britt Gibson, albeit Kit was also detailed that he would be he joined the film after a secret writer's room that had already been working on a film since Celebration 2022. Kit would also claim that sources say that the story would take place after the events of 2019's Rise of Skywalker, Although it would not be a continuation of the Skywalker trilogy, it could, however, feature some things. Yeah. Basically, they're saying it's exactly what Doomcock said. Doomcock had this rumor 100% right. Furthermore, he said the film will be a standalone movie, but depending on how well it does at the box office, it will lead to other projects. It won't lead to other projects. I mean, look at this boss-eyed, insane woman. Lindelof would seemingly exit the project last month, telling Slash Film, I would just say for that reason I can't get into this Sunday on this day. The degree of difficulty is extremely high. If it can't be great, it shouldn't exist. Okay, he continued. That's all I'll say. I have association with it, as you do, which is the first movie I saw on my dad's lap in 1977. So, hey, even David Lindelof said, this is shit. Fucking hell. That announcement also leads credence to the rumor from Scooper WDW Pro in February that they ruled that Ray would return. I'm told that Disney is going to bring back Ray. Well, they've invested so heavily in Ray in the theme parks, right? The Jedi Star, I mean, the Star Cruiser, right, is so heavily built around Ray and that era. They got no choice. They really need to get it to work. He went on to add, I mean, this just shows you the malfeasance of corporations. Like, really, how fucked up corporations are. And they are just fucked up beyond fucked up. This is normal corporate idiocy. 100%. It really is. The contact, this source tells me that the reason they are going to particularly bring back Ray is to test it out, put out big merchandising push with a theatrical release to go along with it to find out, can Ray invigorate Star Wars with a number of other characters around it? No! Fuck me! They're actually doing this. This was Doomcock's rumor. He explained, Ray is a character who will lead it all. She's the one who wants to pin all this on and try and revive it. If it doesn't work out, they're willing to go back and scrap. But Ray is there. Yeah, look, I think Midnight Says talks about this as well, right? Totally Midnight Says talks about this. Chewbacca is back. I'm told Chewbacca is in this. R2-D2 number 3 is what I'm told. Number 4 is a brand new character. Then he revealed Grogu is planning it. The idea is somehow Grogu is going to unite Ray with Ray in the coming movie. We can work out all the contracts. If they can get Daisy Ridley back with Grogu, this is exactly oh my god, it'll be a part along with R2, Chewie, and a brand new character. This is gonna suck so hard. Aside from the official announcement of the Star Wars celebration, many of these rumors are also a description of the film appear to continue the destruction of Luke Skywalker as anything he was doing anything he was supposed to. Exactly. Not only did Luke Skywalker attempt to murder, not only did Luke Skywalker attempt to murder his nephew and abandon not just his nephew, but the entire galaxies of Snoke and the First Order and Darth Sidious, Luke also abandoned students as the fledgling Jedi Academy is set up. Now it appears that Ray will actually set up a successful Jedi Academy and will work and do the work that Luke did in the expanded universe, but Disney took away from him. Yeah. In the expanded universe, which Lucasfilm removed from the official Star Wars canon when they purchased it, Luke Skywalker is the founder of the New Jedi Order. He founds the Jedi Academy on Yavin 4 during the time of the New Republic. He begins to recruiting and training a number of new Jedi. I mean, everything that everybody just assumed it would do. Like, shall we do this or shall we do absolute shit that nobody wants? How about that? What do you think of doing the absolute shit? Well, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we should do some absolute shit. So where we are. So what else happened to him? He found the Allen County Yavin 4 during a time when the New Republic begins recruiting, training Jedi, detailed by Kevin J. Anderson's Jedi Academy trilogy that begins with Jedi Search. Fine. It's Luke Skywalker, not the descendant of the clone of Darth Sidious, that forms the temple and brings back the Jedi. Fucking hell. Do you think they're going to do it on Yavin 4? Fuck me. I mean, like, look at that. Like, what? I'm just looking at this picture and say, look at these three people. They made a movie. Do you want to see it? No. No, thank you. Fucking hell. I mean, it is cray-cray. I mean, it is cray-cray beyond cray-cray. Whoa. I don't think I can read anymore. I think it's just done my head in. Right? I'm not joking. I think it's just done my head in. Yeah. I like, honestly, that what? Shall we see what she's got to say? All right, one sec. Let's take a break from that. I have to look at something else. Let's look at another insanely stupid thing. Let's look at Doctor Who rumors instead. Doink. So fine. I have no idea the veracity of this rumor. Just as I'm at everything I sent over in the the Daleks are in series 11, possibly 7 and 8. Okay, that's reasonable. One of those episodes being historical-ish. Haven't seen it. However, heard the new design is slick and will be an explanation of why the bronze Dalek has gone. Oh, they got rid of the bronze Dalek. Okay. Plan is to bring back many Time Lords who fled Gallifrey. Toymaker being one. He's not a Time Lord. The Rani, Jinkx, fuck off. The meddling monk, unknown. Rassilon, unknown, but I heard a woman. And possibly some new ones. The Master gets a break, but it will lead up to his return. These Time Lords returning due to the Valiant. This is bullshit. I can theorize that the Doctor is about to turn into the Valiant, but I'm not 100%. I still don't know about Matt. Don't get your hopes up. Series 14 has been referred to as Series 1 eternally. I don't believe it will stick, but it's something to note. Oh, and Yaz gets a name drop in the 60th. No. That sounds like bullshit. I'm not buying any of that. Genuinely not buying it. May I make a plug? Yeah. What? Here, do you want to come on? Here. I'll send you a link. Doink. Go to Facebook. To Alex. There you go. Just sent you a link, mate. You can come on in. The water's lovely. Fan wank. Yeah, sound like bollocks. Hopefully season 20 will be announced in a few weeks on Blue. I hope so. I do hope so. In real time, the real Tom Baker reads the Pescador. Oh, this is good. Yeah, this is a bit of a blast from the past, but yeah, there you go. I'll provide you, but yeah, go check that out. Tomorrow at 7. I hope to be wrapped up by 7. I'm going on at 5 tomorrow. My Easter show, right? My Easter show. What should we do next? I'm not really into doing the reviews right now. So let's see what else we got to talk about. Dr. Alex is here. There you go. Doink. How are you, Dr. Alex?
Oh my God! Sorry, I have to mute the other one. I'm not very good at multitasking. I'm good. I wasn't expecting an actual personal invitation. I just going to fling that link up for the Pescatons. But yeah, okay. I'm really good. How are you?
Praise the good Lord. Awfully good. Awfully good. We are in dark times, Dr. Alex. We are in dark times. Everything is looking bad. Everything's looking bad. I believe this is the darkness before the dawn. Tomorrow is Easter, Ramadan, and Passover. Maybe, things. I believe that literally things have to reach what we call the 39th level of defilement. We don't know where that is. We haven't touched bottom. But I think many people have touched bottoms. So I think that's probably why. God's pissed off and is coming, and we are witnessing through our prism in fandom the darkness before the dawn. What were your thoughts on Jinkx Monsoon?
I've seen your reporting on it. I've been really busy, strangely enough, making lots of videos and crap and editing and writing. But I did see that there was this announcement that Jinkx Monsoon, whoever that may be, is going to play a character. But I don't know who that person is. I don't know what the character is. I don't know anything about it. But I can tell.
I don't know. Nobody knows the character. I'm hoping it's not a drag character, right? I find that a problem. Because drag, I feel is well, what is it? Is it a sexual identity? Is it a job? Is it an erotic performance art? Is it sex work? But I do know it's being used to like normalize graphic sexuality for children. Now, I can't show it on YouTube.
I'll tell you this much: it's a very human thing. So this character would have to be a human as a drag artist, because if it's in any other culture, then it's incredibly tacked on and superficial. I mean, it's just bad script writing if you're doing it. This alien race, they also have drag queens. Great, so they're just like humans then, really, and they have the same impact on society there. I mean, why?
Look, you could do it as an alien that looks like that. Okay, I get.
Yeah, but that's.
But like at that point, it's a drag queen. Stop pissing about.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if it's someone in costume as an alien, well, then they're not a drag queen. They're someone in an alien costume. I mean,
exactly.
So fine.
Give us a straight roll. So the rumor I just read, which was I think is bollocks, that they're playing the Rani.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, I've already done it better.
Well, no, you never had a drag Rani, did you?
No, but we did make a big joke in the season 13 episode where the Time Meddler gets punched.
Where they go to the EastEnders world.
Yeah, where no, it is not. It's not an inexplicably gender swapped Rani, you twit. But yeah, I can see them doing something that stupid, even though we've directly taken the piss out of the idea.
I don't know. Listen, I have great hopes in Russell Davis. However, okay, this week, this has been a weird week. We had Jinkx Monsoon coming right after Sue's, whatever her name is, Doomsday. Oh, God, that was awful. Right? Then we had the announcement that Star Trek, which was going incredible. Have you watched Star Trek Picard?
I've not watched any Trek since the 6th episode into STD, and that was I'm out.
Okay, fine. Skip everything from Insurrection until Picard season 3. That's genuine, authentic Star Trek, and each week's been better than the next. This week was a bit naff. This week was a bit of a bottle episode, but it's been absolutely excellent, right? So in the midst of this, like, oh my God, Star Trek's back. They got an announcement that there's going to be. We also got the announcement that Star Trek Discovery is ending. It's got one more season coming out next year. Yay! And then we got an announcement there's a sequel to Star Trek Discovery coming out the year afterwards, starring Tilly, I believe. It's going to be set at Starfleet Academy to try and grab the youth crowd. It's got like, it's insane.
It's just really weird the way that, I mean, I know you're loving Picard right now, but Picard does look like Trek for an old people's home. It's ghastly creaky, and I love to see competent older actors in roles. I mean, I was very happy when Capaldi took over as the Doctor. Finally, an older actor who looks competent and knows what they're doing, rather than progressively younger and younger until we hit Fetus playing the Doctor. They kind of turned that around. But that said, everyone looks so bloody creaky, and if they're not creaky, then they're fat and overweight and old. I mean, they're just come on, it's tired, and just move on and do something a bit more exciting.
But then they do that, they move in the wrong direction. The Dead Sea is here. Dead Sea says, "Are we not sure that drag queens are not aliens?" Well, I don't know. Could be. But about the drag queens I've seen, it's an art form, but for some it's a turn on. Well, that's the thing. It's not like the 70s where it was like Danny LaRue, or the 70s, they're all raping children. But I mean, just it's like Danny. And it turns out anybody from the 70s is like, oh yeah, raping lots of children, very into it, right? Rolf Harris, everybody just loved raping children. I guess maybe it's still around. I don't know if it's still a thing, but but yeah, it felt more innocent in the 70s. Now,
largely because you didn't know about this shit happening. That's why. But yes.
There's some stuff I think I can show. Where is it? Yeah, I got this.
But back to your original comment though about Tilly Trek. I mean, that's the other side of the thing. You've got OAP Trek, and you've got the moronic TikTok generation Trek. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's like the sublime to the ridiculous. Morons of every age are catered for.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Here, there's a few of these I think I can share. Fine, but firstly, and then on Mandalorian this week, which generally speaking, there's a lot on it I enjoyed. Everybody hated. It was the episode where they had Lizzo and Jack Black appear, and like, oops, sorry, wrong thing. Lizzo and Jack Black. We'll go to that in a second. It's but I like. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure she's a lovely woman, but like, man, and the society they live in. They're being butchered by droids that keep going randomly insane. But they don't want to turn them off because that means they have to go to work again. And they can't say. So anyway, this is an example.
There's a reason for their corpulence.
Yes, they're fat, indolent, awful people.
Yeah.
So this is a drag summer camp, right? Like, I call this child sexual exploitation, right? This is sexual, and it's got with children. There's no other real way of describing it, right? This feels wrong to me, right? So yeah, this is where drag is today, and I don't think it's a good place, right? And so if Rusty David wants to bring drag into the mainstream, we have to bring this conversation into the mainstream, right? None of this is healthy or normal, in my opinion.
Yeah, it does sound a bit of a drag.
It does. But anyway, there you go. Fine. What am I going to get to next? What's it? I think the Doctor getting a younger regeneration can be a bit boring at times, but I still maintain that a teenage incarnation about 14 could lead to an interesting story for one season. Yeah, I don't know. I would not for me, right? Yeah. If they want to do a TV spin-off where a young Doctor clone. Even that I don't really want to see. I mean, frankly, have you seen Young Sherlock Holmes and the Pyramid of Fear? Not bad, but like, what's that?
The film?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic. I mean, I normally wouldn't like that sort of thing either, but that was a good one. I actually like that.
That was a good one, but like that's when made by people with like competence, which is not where we live today.
Very true. And no, I wouldn't. I mean, on the subject of 14-year-old doctors, when Matt Smith got cast, I didn't watch Doctor Who for 3 years because I already thought, who the frick is this person? He looks already like he barely got his face fuzz. I mean, later I came back 3 years into his run, watched his first episode, thought, oh God, he's brilliant. He's doing Troughton in a young man's body. This is fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
I wrong. But
like that.
I was trepidatious because it's ever younger and younger. This desperate seeking by RTD and his entourage for younger and younger flesh in the role of the Doctor. I mean, I can't see what would be motivating that, but it's just I don't need that. There you go.
No. But again, the dumbest thing, the absolute dumbest thing, is the new Rey movie, set 15 years after the last one, where she's a Jedi Master rebuilding the Jedi Academy. And she basically has your Luke Skywalker story. And it's her, Chewie, baby Grogu, R2-D2, and a new character.
Oh, God, it just sounds... I mean, it's the film that nobody wanted, nobody else saw.
It's like, I did... Okay, I guess.
Even die-hard Rey fans were screaming at the cinema screens at the last scenes with Rey. No! That Rey reeing at the screen is famous, but go on, sorry.
I mean, Rise of Skywalker was just an awful bit of filmmaking. Anyway, I got a few more trailers that I was going to do a reaction to. Do you want to join me, or do you want to head? Do you want to salvage anything, or do you want to head off?
I mean, if you want me to stay, I'm happy to stay because
no, you want to stay. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to trap you.
No, you haven't trapped me. I'm totally free.
Let's look at the Blue Beetle trailer.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes.
Now, I don't know anything about Blue Beetle as a superhero. It seems to me that after Zack Snyder, whoever was running it, I can't remember his name, was just fired, knows nothing about superheroes and just grabbed a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah.
And this is like the end of his run.
You finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
Everything right now feels so out of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro. You're Jaime.
They don't get out
Yes, yeah. So it's got a Hispanic hero.
much. I just want to rap.
Jenny?
Got on board. Okay, how many times have you seen this? I'm so bored.
It's your life, but do not open it.
You went in to get us jobs, and all you brought back was a hamburger?
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
You haven't looked?
What the hell is that?
How did you get it to do that?
I think he likes me.
It's on your face! Get it out! Get it out!
Jaime.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
I mean, this really looks shit. do you have any desire to see this?
I only really know Blue Beetle through my exposure to the cartoon series Young Justice, and it also popped up in some of the other Bruce Timmverse things as well. So that's my knowledge of Blue Beetle largely is from that, and that's as far as I know really. I mean,
This looks like a cut price Venom.
Yeah, it would be the DC version of the same, but yeah.
What the?
Host acquired.
Who said that? It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, now he's going to learn how to use his powers. I mean, for God's sake!
Space.
Re-entry systems ready.
Wait, no. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. What is going on? I just want to rock.
Hang on.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Shazam, or what?
It was in the same, batch of movies.
I think Shazam was better.
Look, I mean, honestly, I think the quality of the DC movies actually wasn't bad. I quite like Shazam. I didn't see Black. I tried to watch Black Adam. Watched like 3 times, and I kept falling asleep.
Well, I've not seen it.
I felt the same way with Doctor Strange. Look, this looks like something from for a CW kids movie.
Yeah.
Right. With I'm just not interested.
The scarab. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon.
I mean, this is made. I'll tell you exactly how this was made. Right. In the same way that Dylan Mulvaney, the strange trans person who's done his first year as a woman, he was sponsored by Anheuser-Busch and Budweiser, and it's destroying Budweiser. Like they've lost so much marketing from it, right? They've let so many people have dropped them from their artists won't have Budweiser sold at their stadiums anymore, their concerts. It's really been bad for them, right? So how did this happen? It's because somebody gets on Facebook when they're like 12, 10 in 2005, 2006, right? Now they're by the time it's 2015, they're voting, they're becoming an adult. Now they've been promoted. Now they're head of department. Now they're head of the. They go, oh, Dylan Mulvaney is popular, and they just don't live outside of that bubble. It's the same thing with Rusty Davis. If this character is a drag character, it's really going to tank Doctor Who. I believe it already, because I think, honestly, I don't think parents are up for it. I don't think parents are up to sacrifice their children to this weird hypersexualization. I think they're okay going on with a lot of things. That was really, I think it's just a step too far.
I think it depends how it's played, but I mean, I would hope Russell T Davies has the wisdom not to play it badly, but I think he's playing risky business if he's going to.
Listen, I look at things holistically. I think everything turning to shit at the same time. Hopefully, I think this is all smoke and mirrors, right? Let's see. Here, let's darkness before the dawn.
Designed to protect its host.
This ain't what you want.
Sometimes it does what you want, and sometimes it doesn't.
Body out of here.
I think I cut a bus in half.
The scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
That love you feel for your family makes you weak.
I just wanna rap. You won't kill my vibe.
I'm literally getting tired and bored watching this trailer. I was just like, okay. Like, this is not as bad as The Return of Rey, but boy, it's pretty bad.
That's a low bar.
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it.
That's right.
Oh, it's a great power come with great responsibility.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Let's party.
Nice choice.
I just wanna rap.
Whoa, it's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
I just wanna rap.
Well, technically, Batman is a fascist. I can't argue with that, but yeah, I'd rather see a Batman movie. Woo!
I have to say the cartoon Blue Beetle's his outfit device really is way more aggressive and psychotic than that one sounded, which kind of neuters the character a little bit because he's really fighting the suit in all the other depictions I've seen. Whereas in this one, it's kind of it does its thing, yeah.
Bad, bro. Yeah. So this next trailer I wanted to watch is a sequel to a movie which I actually liked. I like Spider-Man Across the. Did you see it? The cartoon one.
Oh, wait, is that the one with all the various different versions of Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I haven't, but I've seen bits. I'm so behind with stuff.
So that I will say is a very worthwhile movie, right? It's really well put together. Beautiful, beautiful attention to detail with the art. It was the movie that they made after they scrapped their Han Solo movie, and you really got a feeling of like the kinetic energy of it, right? So this is the trailer. People that haven't liked it, I haven't seen it yet, but let's find out.
My name is Miles Morales. I'm Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man, and things are going great.
Now, people hate Miles Morales. I actually really enjoy the Miles Morales run of Spider-Man. Have you ever read it?
No.
It was fun. I mean, like for me, it just felt like very authentic, good Spider-Man, right? And, like told in like that he was like black, Hispanic, didn't really play a part in it. So I think that the initial couple of years anyway, which is what I read.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to be here at 5.
All right, whatever.
Whatever?
Wow.
Whatever?
So are you like a cow or a Dalmatian?
I am the Spot.
That's not funny. Don't do that.
Miles's grades are pretty good. A in AP Physics.
That's my little man.
And a B in Spanish.
What?
Ooh, okay.
Miles.
Are you trying
Mira, eso es imposible.
I gotta go. All right.
I mean, the style of animation is very inventive. I don't know why people are hating on this yet, because to me this seems perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
Although we're going to be doing this with AI very quickly. Very quickly.
I gotta go.
Like, honestly, you're going to be able to make season 12 via AI video. Have you seen the animation shit they can do with it now?
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen taking the piss out of Tolkien? Really taking the piss out of the god awful new Lord of the Rings prequel series.
No, I haven't.
But the guy he's doing AI faces of Ian McKellen being Gandalf and others as well. Sean Bean. He's got all the AI faces. Have you not seen this?
No, I haven't.
I've got to send you it.
Say, I haven't seen you for ages. How you doing? If you got a campaign going, throw it up. Or if you can't, just send it to me. I'll put it up. Right? I'll throw it up. Then one of the multiple. Okay. But,
I'm going to find it. You keep watching the trailer. I'm going to find it.
He's lying to you, and I think you know it.
What's up, danger?
Miles! Want to get out of here?
Oh, when? So wait a minute.
Yeah, I think that's when I stopped watching this, when they brought Spider-Gwen in. That's when it got kind of...
It's an elite crew with all the best spider people in it?
What the hell? You had a pregnant Spider-Woman? What happened to Hot Spider-Woman? Now you got pregnant Spider...
The best spider people in it?
Who's the new guy?
This is unbelievable.
This is the lobby.
Miguel O'Hara.
The whole thing was his idea.
What's a guy got to do to join this spider team?
Well, this is essentially Spider-Man doing Rick and Morty into the was it the Citadel of Citadel of Rick.
You can never be part of this.
Don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and the little nerd back on Earth 1999-99.
Come on, go easy on the kid. He had a terrible teacher.
Peter.
Miles!
Mayday. You have a baby?
I have a baby.
I'll take it from here.
It doesn't look very good.
Being Spider-Man is a sacrifice. You have a choice between saving one person and saving every world. Send me home. I can't do that.
I can do both. Spider-Man always.
Not always.
What about Uncle Ben?
So he's got to now he's got to save. He can't save his father. Again, it sounds like shit. I mean, he's in a continuum of Spider-Man. Can't one of them go and save his dad while he?
Yeah, sure.
Not for Uncle Ben. Most of us wouldn't be here.
Can't stop me now!
You can't run forever, kid!
I can't lose one more friend.
Miguel, this isn't what we talked about.
You knew?
You have no idea what you're doing!
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is.
I mean, even the animation's kind of boring this time around. I'm like, this is a disappointment.
Supposed to go. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
All stations, stop Spider-Man!
You? Me?
And then I looked at my uncle and...
Let me guess. He died?
Yeah, why put that in cinemas? I've never seen that.
So, Tzvi.
Yes.
I have sent you the link to the first episode. They've done a whole series of them of Gandalf roasting the Rings of Power. But that's the flip of that's a real impressionist doing the impression of Ian McKellen. But that's AI doing the face.
Where is it? Where'd you send it?
I've sent it in the same chat you sent me the StreamYard link.
Oh,
Your Facebook.
All right, 1 second. Here we
It's
go.
the easiest way of me doing it. There you are. But this is AI face with real voice, and we were doing.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna download it so we can watch it. That's really impressive.
Yeah, but
That's really crazy. Really?
Combine AI voice with this, you've got it.
I was like, YouTube video download. But I mean, there's stuff that you can get now, which is like you don't need a model there, right? You can just say, "Oh, will it download?" Link wasn't found. Oh, man.
What?
Yeah, no. So let's try that again. What? Maybe 1 second. Then we do share, copy. We'll try again. No. Fine.
Right.
Let me see if I can find it. Use another downloader.
I'm going to do it a different way. Right, I've just sent you a link to the entire playlist.
Oh, here, no, I got it. Here it comes.
Okay.
I just need to use a different downloader. Fine. There we go. Share screen.
But this made me piss myself when I watched it the first time. He does a very good Ian McKellen.
This is the new Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power.
Wow.
And it's set in the Second Age.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not in it.
You shouldn't be.
And this show, the Rings of Power, it's made by
Amazon.
And they're like a force of good in the world. Their leaders in, say, ripping down the trees of Orthanc and delivering a charging cable in a box that could, say, house a small family of dwarves.
Just watch the damn show.
Okay.
As Middle Earth.
On a stick. No wonder the Eagles are so arsey whenever I ask them for help. or are unwilling to fly straight to Mordor no matter how many times they are.
Under the command of his most devoted servant, a cruel and cunning sorcerer. They called him Sauron.
Ah, Sauron. I'm terrible with names, honestly. Doesn't ring a bell.
It's very clever. I can't listen to more Rings of Power. It's like oh my god! It's
I understand, but if you watch more of this, he just rips it.
Let me put the link in the chat for people to watch. Fine. You know what? I'm going to wrap up a little bit early. I'm going to do reviews of Mandalorian and Star Trek tomorrow night. We'll do that for Easter, baby. I'm not going to be doing a live show on Tuesday night because that's another Jewish holiday commemorating when the Red Sea split. Right, that's the maybe Apocalypse will arrive tomorrow and we'll be spared all this darkness. Maybe we have to live through it. I don't know. May I recommend, ladies and gentlemen? May I recommend everybody tonight when they get on their knees and they pray before bedtime, they beg the good Lord to destroy us all, that we may not have to live through more shit sci-fi, especially as we've had this little respite for a little bit of good science fiction. That would make life even harder. Fine, go over to Dr. Alex's channel, go and check it out, go and subscribe. If you're on Rumble, go and subscribe to his channel on Rumble, go and subscribe to my channel on Rumble. It is the greatest thing ever. As Dave Adam would say, good night, good luck, and may your God go with you. I've hit the end broadcast button.